Welcome to episode 52 of Pleasure Explosion. This week, myself, Dylan Blight, is joined by Ashley Hobley and Nicholas Pryor to discuss everything from Queer Eye, TVs, and Black Panther, cinema etiquette, and many other weird tangents. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to rate the show 5 stars on iTunes if you could. It would please help us out a lot. Thank you very much. And follow us on Twitter at Explosion.
Pleasure too.
Last week, well no, actually a couple weeks ago, I had an issue start with my TV. Now we can start. Now I can connect this story back to Nick because me and Nick in the background were discussing these 4K HDMI switches. Right? Do we know what HDMI switches are? Everyone?
Yes.
Ash, do you know what it? Okay, good.
No.
Some people don't because they've never brought one. They're like, "What's it do?"
No, I didn't know before Extra Life. Obviously, we had to use that HDMI switch to get switched between all that.
I remember we used to have a yellow, white, red switcher for all the different videos and PlayStation stuff we had.
I've had them, from AV days.
Yeah.
AV days, and you had the left-right audio and the video and all sorts plugged in. I had a three-way one even when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Switches have been saving my TV organizational, all sorts of things my whole life. Anyway, me and Nick were discussing 4K HDMI switches for different reasons, but we were both in the market for one. I wanted one because my TV only had one 4K slot on it, and I have a Xbox S and a PS4 Pro, and taking the HDMI in and out to switch between the consoles was becoming quite a nuisance. Nick wanted one to solve the pass-through for VR.
Yeah, so I wanted to be able to have one hooked up from the PS4 and one go to the TV, and one go to the VR, so I could have the 4K HDMI and just switch it instead of changing the HDMI in the back of the PS4 every time.
Yep. And I went and brought one from JB Hi-Fi, which I thought was faulty, returned it, got another one, still wouldn't work, returned it, faulty. What happens a week after that is my TV, I'm sitting down to watch a movie, and I watch the movie. Oh my God, what was it called? It was called it wasn't called Mother or something along those lines, but it was like a Guillermo del Toro produced movie that had like the guy from Game of Thrones in it who,
Alfie Allen.
There is a lot of guys in.
It's the fucking Cersei. What's the hell's his name?
Niccolo Castello.
Niccolo, yeah. So it's him and and Jessica Chastain, I believe. Anyway. All right, horror movie. I'm sitting down to watch this horror movie. The image and screen just keeps flickering off and on. I'm like, well, this isn't ideal when you're trying to sit down and watch a movie at all. So, I'm like, okay, maybe it's a little bit of a weird issue of the Xbox. So I switch over to my PS4 because I could just put the Blu-ray in there. No, it's still flickering off and on. And it does this the whole night. TV off, unplug at the PowerPoint, check for system, whatever. Next day, try and play a video game on my PS4. Image stuttering on and off, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, this is obviously an issue. Begin my Googling. Samsung Series 7 or 8, something like that. 4K HDR TV I brought 2 years ago. And it's apparently a common issue with this TV. And that's the kind of thing you're reading where you're like, well, this just has bad news bears written everywhere all over it.
The movie's called Mama for those playing at home.
There you go, Mama. It was all right. It was an all right movie. It's quick. How I got it was I ordered the Steelbook for Crimson Peak online somewhere, and they gave you that Blu-ray for free when you ordered the Steelbook.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I've had that before, but the extra movies are absolute trash.
No. Well, this came and I was like, well, I haven't watched it before, so sure, fair enough. Free Blu-ray, whatever. So I brought my TV from Harvey Norman, and I paid for that extra product care thing that you can pay for, which at the time you're like, this is bullshit. Like, this is an overcharged extended warranty thing.
How old is the TV?
Hey, how old was the TV?
Yeah.
Over 2 years, just. And I paid for extra. Luckily, because I had the freaking product care, I sent through an email like, here's the issue of my TV. It's flickering on and off in the 4K slot. According to the forums I've read online and stuff like that, it's a in quotations, handshake issue where the HDMI and the TV don't realize it's on the same thing. So it doesn't realize it's on 4K or something like that. So it's just not like lining up. Something to do with the CPU or something like that in these TVs.
Them bloody smart TVs.
Yeah. So I go through it all and I get a call when I'm in Sydney. How long ago was that now?
Like 2 weeks
ago.
Yeah,
about 2 weeks ago. It's ages ago. When I'm in the freaking aquarium, the dude like shows up here to check out the TV for me because he's like, well, because of course if you're going to claim a warranty on something, they're sending someone to, but double check you're not trying to fuck them over and just get a free TV or warranty or something like that. Dude comes in, he looks at it for like 5 minutes or whatever, CPU issue. I'm like, yeah, that's spot on. Exactly what I read on my hard research I'd done.
Yep.
So more of the story so far, everyone, is if you're in the market for 4K TVs, I'm steering away from Samsung because they've hurt me quite a lot now. This week, I get the call from the actual security people that will like look back at the guy who looked at my TV and say how much, or a new TV they're going to send me. The whole time I'm crossing my fingers, like, please don't say you're just going to send me the same fucking TV. Because I was ready to argue. I'm going to be like, no. I know this TV has an issue. I know it has an issue. It's just a known issue. I'm not having the same TV. Person on the phone's like, luckily we don't have the exact same one. We've got the next model up. I'm like, no. Maybe it's fixed issue. I don't trust it. Like, I've had a bad experience with this TV.
It's funny. I've had 3 Samsung TVs in a row now and never had an issue.
Well, it's just one of those things, I suppose. It's like,
yeah,
there could be a million people like swear by Samsung, and I had no issues with Samsung before.
Yeah.
But when you have that one bad experience, it kind of just
sours you,
turns you, hits you. So this person on the phone, this girl's like, no, we'll give you the upgrade model. Go into Harvey Norman whenever you want, today, tomorrow, and I'll give you a look at the TV. I head into Harvey Norman straight away because I'm like, I'm going to get straight on top of this shit, try and see what else I can squirrel my way out of. I walk in, dude's like, we've got the TV, or you have $1,500 and something store credit to use. I brought that TV for $1,900 and something, I think, 2 years ago, and I've got $1,500 and something store credit. I'm thinking, oh, here we go. This is a pretty good situation to be in, really. Not a bad one.
Yeah.
So I spend the next hour in the store shortlisting TVs that I like, and at the moment they've got this New Year Lunar New Year sale on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking fantastic. Can I use my store credit on the sale stuff? You sure can. Brilliant. So I shop around. I now have, later that day I got delivered. I got my dad to pick it up. Delivered. It was, someone delivered it. That wasn't me. I got this LG new TV delivered. Now, what makes it even cooler is that I put an extra couple $100 on top of it on my credit card because you got to make the best of the situation here.
Yep.
You're like, I might as well just cop an extra couple $100, get a decent upgrade. So I did that, and the dude's like, oh, that TV you're buying, you get like a certain percentage of the amount you spend on a gift. We're going to give you a gift card. That's like a deal we've got for the Lunar sale at the moment. I'm just thinking, I've hit the jackpot.
You scheming
the damn jackpot. The damn scamming jackpot here. And he's like, well, you're going to get like a $270 gift card. Because apparently through the system, even though that the 1,500 was store credit, they still counts as spending. So you're getting 200 something dollars. I'm like, cool. And then I see out of the corner of my eye these headphones that I've been looking at for quite a while. I've been after for quite some time a proper expensive pair of Bluetooth surround sound headphones to watch movies and stuff in. Like, none of these cheap shit. I want good surround sound wireless headphones. And there's these
Synthesizer.
Yeah, those ones. The headphones that I've been looking at, but they're like $350, $400 depending on where you're shopping for them. And they were on sale at the moment. And I had to put an extra $50 towards them. But I was like, I'll just turn that credit card, I'll turn that gift card straight back in. And I'll get these damn headphones. He's like, oh, the headphones have the same deal.
Oh my
God. So now I have a $50 gift card still sitting in my wallet ready. So that was that's just the. I don't really know what the moral of the story is. The moral of the story is
extended warranties are good. Yeah.
Extended warranties can be really expensive and seem like a pain in the ass. And of course, if your TV lasts for 10 years and the warranty runs out and you never need it, you just feel like you've wasted several $100s. However, here's a positive story of spending and or using an extended warranty. And you better believe I brought the extended warranty for this damn TV because there's no way I wasn't after. I spent, gotta
Eddie Murphy smart.
Ahead. Yeah. So, does anyone have... Since I've just been talking about extended warranties the whole time, I was hoping everyone's minds would be ticking in the background. Warranty stories and or reasons they won't buy warranties for certain things or other things that they specifically make sure they get warranties for. Because myself, the thing I definitely never get warranties for is when you're at EB Games and they always try and sell you warranties for that.
Yeah, no.
That's always just a no to me. Because that's
I just consider that a
the
scam.
Well, it's just below like the threshold. It's like... You're spending $50, $60 on a game or whatever, and it's like
an extra $5. Yeah.
It's something like that, and I'm just like, it's not going to matter. Like, I'm not going to break this. I trust myself enough with this because it's just a disc. That's all you got to take care of is a disc.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm not going to break that. And I know that the disc isn't randomly going to hurt itself. That's not how it works. Like, if the game has issues, it's probably just the game, and that's when we're looking at patches and stuff like that. But I'm not going to hurt the disc, so I never get warranties for that stuff. Of course, my car insurance, that makes sense. House insurance, that all that stuff makes sense. I'd love to meet someone who's like, I own a house and I have zero insurance on anything inside of it because I want to hear the thinking on that stuff.
What, like Ned Flanders? It's gambling.
is that what he said in The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Oh God,
he's against insurance.
Kids watch that terrible shit. Jesus. All right, insurance. Shoot.
Yeah, have health insurance and car insurance, home and contents insurance, I guess. Just peace of mind more than anything else, I guess. Life insurance, I guess not that I have anybody that needs it. It's just good, I guess.
I think I have life insurance.
I know I've got life insurance through the union. Like if stuff happens to me, my wife gets stuff, but other than that, I don't think I have life insurance.
Yeah,
I've been
probably party superannuation as well. A lot of superannuation funds have it, I think.
Yeah, I think that's mine.
And superannuation. I've always thought of getting like loss of income insurance, but I can never justify it in my mind. But as soon as I need it, I think, why the fuck didn't I do that?
Yeah.
No, you just wait till you hear before you quit your job. You need. Do you reckon it covers that, or is it you get fined?
No, I think there'd be like a
cooling.
I think it would cover it, but there'd be like a grace period between for when you take it out before when you can claim it. Like a lot of health insurances where you got like up to 12 months wait before you claim extras and stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I got full comprehensive insurance on my car, a house. Like it's just, like I said, the moment you don't have it and you need it is the worst. Pretty terrible.
Yeah.
Do you get it on your TV and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do. I always buy like extra insurance and stuff like that because if it fucks up, it's good to have that peace of mind. Because just not that long ago, I bought a pair of PlayStation Platinum headset, and then the left ear cup just stopped working, and so I had to take it into JB. But it was still within the 12 months. But I got a new one, and I also bought the extra insurance because I know, it's happened before. What's to say it won't happen again? So I've got 3 years replacement on that. So even like Bluetooth speakers that buy in Officeworks, I always get the extra warranty and all that.
Like actually expensive ones or just like even cheap ones?
Oh, well, the only Bluetooth speaker I bought is a Ultimete's Mega Boom, and they're like $300. So
that makes sense. Anything over probably $300, you should get a warranty for probably.
Yeah. Once it starts getting like, I was about to say, once it's around $200-$300, then it's like should probably get.
It's
something.
Well, within reason. If it's like $100 extended warranty, then it's
that's fair.
If it's worth it, yeah.
And car insurance has saved my ass like a few times now, so I can't imagine not having it.
Yeah, have you been hit or hit somebody?
I've been in
Run
a few
people over?
accidents when I was younger. But yeah, like if I didn't have insurance, I would have been fucked financially. So.
Wasn't that one time at some point last year? What happened to your car? Like someone ran.
Oh no, yeah, someone
Someone threw a brick
smashed
through
my
it?
back window. But it ended up being cheaper to repair it privately than it was to go through insurance with excess and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just one that. That's. It's like at that point, what's the point?
True. It's nothing's more major
It's
stuff.
more for when your car gets totaled or...
Yeah, exactly. Or if you have a major accident, or especially if you hit somebody else and then you have to pay for their repairs as well.
Yeah.
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 Mine's only covered if I hit someone else. Like my car's not. Whatever
Yeah.
you call that.
Comprehensive.
Like
It's
I
just
can. Yeah. So like if I ram
First
up someone's
party?
ass, that
some party.
Third party, yeah.
third party. That's it. Yeah. So it's like a third party.
Is it
But it's like
compulsory
if I-
third party?
No. It's just like a.
Compulsory third parties if you hit like a pedestrian.
Yeah, that's like medical stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. This is just to cover like if I killed someone. Oh, not killed. If I killed someone's car, sure, we'll call it killed. But
You
if
kill
I,
his
if I ran
transformer.
into a tree or something like that, my car's just
Yeah.
fucked. Whatever. But that's just like where you. That's once again, it's just like I'll be a good driver, but in case something bad does happen,
Yeah.
I'll only
Like if
have
someone
my own
drives
shit.
down the wrong side of the highway.
Yeah. What happens in that scenario? At that point, it's like if we hit, I think what happens to my car is probably the last thing running through my mind as I'm like on the side of the road, like, am I dying? Is my car going to be okay?
Actually, now I mention it, the house insurance paid off too because our air conditioning got fucked and then it got replaced through insurance with that for motor burnout. So, yeah, it's not worth not having it. I mean, it can be a good chunk of your income to pay for it, but I think it's worth it, especially health insurance as well.
Yeah, health insurance is good.
Yeah, especially like me with a chronic disease, it's not worth, like, it's really not worth not having it because I know at some point in my life it's going to be an inevitability where I'm going to have medical problems. So,
I'm pretty sure I've got all mine set up just to come out of my superannuation. And
oh really?
yeah, because I'm always like, retirement, that just seems like a...
I'm gonna get there.
By the
May
time
not
we get to
happen.
retire, the retirement age will be like 120 or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like for a start, you have to reach retirement, and then, yeah. So it's like live in the now. Let's just use that money that's being saved up
You're
for a very long.
You're gambling that you're going to live that long.
Yeah. So no, fuck it. Just take it out of superannuation. As far as I'm concerned, I may never even touch any of that money.
The problem with super,
I could get in a head-on crash and then never touch it.
the problem with super is all the superannuation companies can lose all your money, and you're
Yeah, that's
fucking
true.
left with nothing.
That's the problem with. Well, how's that different than if something terrible happens to a bank or something that you
Yeah.
just don't even see coming?
What could happen to a bank though? I'm pretty sure money in the bank is insured.
Have you watched Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
If Bane comes along,
Yeah.
Bane just comes in, he hacks into the computers.
I think that's just the value of the money goes down. Like you still get the same amount of money. It's just you're fucked either way. Then
And I always wonder sometimes, like, what it has to be like some server or something. You watch these like cyber terrorism movies and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
let's think about Swordfish or some shit. You got Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, and John Travolta
Travolta,
yep.
just chilling off inside beach pools somewhere, and they've just got this. They're planning this big heist. They're just gonna hack, and I don't mean hack by pressing a couple buttons. I mean hack like movie hack, where you. Like Hugh Jackman's pressing all the fucking buttons at a million miles an hour because he's hacking, guys. He's fucking hacking. And then
Yep.
he gets into your bank account.
speaking of Swordfish, I think the scene where they put that ball bearing bomb in the bank or whatever is the scene I have seen the most out of any fucking property ever. Because it was always at the beginning of the videos that you hide out at the
Yeah,
fucking
on all
video
the
shop
DVDs and stuff.
to upgrade you to DVD.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like in
let's
DVD.
vote. Do you like the movie Swordfish?
Honestly, don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't.
I think I like it, but I don't really remember it that well.
I haven't watched it for a few years. I remember when I was younger, or as a teenager, it's just like, I remember loving it for several reasons. Number one, it was
Hugh
just a
Jackman
cool
is very
movie.
nice. Yeah.
It's just a cool movie, like the way
Yeah.
it's shot and like it's just it just plays off like it's cool. John Travolta's a cool character. Hugh Jackman's like a cool hacker dude, and then also
Is he cool? He
admittedly,
lives in a
and of
fucking
course-
garbage dump.
Yeah, he does. Admittedly, teenage kid Halle Berry's topless in that movie, so that was a thing. I can't believe you're like questioning this.
I'm not questioning it. I just don't remember it.
There's a scene where Hugh Jackman like walks out to like this is after John Travolta's got him living in their big hacker cyber terrorism fucking house or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's outside like poolside. She's got one of them like tanning
Things.
The mirror things.
mirror things up, and he like walks out, and then she like says something, and then she like pulls it down. She's topless, and Hugh Jackman's like, "Oh hi, how you going, Storm? Want to weather it up on Wolverine?" Snick, snick, snick.
God.
No, yeah. So there's several reasons to enjoy that movie as a young kid. I mean, I think it came out like 2000, 2001 or something. So
Oh, I'd be,
I was
yeah,
probably around
quite a
the
while
ripe
ago.
age. The ripe age. Enjoy that. Talking about let's do it. Let's dive into it.
Yes, I did get locked out of my house today.
What?
Did you?
How did that happen?
Well, I was outside smoking a leg of ham, and
Yeah.
Stacey came out afterwards, and our back door, we normally have something propped up so it doesn't shut.
Yeah.
So it come out and a gust come through the house and shut the door. So we had to find a way into the house. We tried this, like 3-bedroom windows, and we ended up having to go around to the side of the house where get on top of something, get on top of the water heater, reach into the house. Luckily, our keys were on the table, so we were able to reach in and get that, and we were able to get back into the house. But
Okay,
was
just
quite an ordeal.
note that for anybody looking to break into Nick's house, on the water heater, they normally have the keys pretty close by.
luckily,
Stick
we
around
had the
through.
window unlocked too.
Oh.
We had to
Why didn't you
we had to
record
rip
any
the
of
fly
this?
screen off the window too.
You got to think better. All I see is great missed footage that's just that was never recorded. Like I
set it
needed to
up.
see more of this. We really need to get in contact with Stacey and just tell her, like, hire her as like behind the scenes Nick.
No, you just need to set up
Filmer
like
or
security
something.
cameras everywhere.
The problem is
Then we
Stacey
can
doesn't like
cut it
being
all
on
together.
camera, so I don't think it would be very usable.
Yeah, but not for her to be on camera. She just records you doing silly things all the time. Like she could have recorded this for us. And we could have been watching this footage right now, reacting to it live, and then released it afterwards. Like, just, God damn it, Stacey, put on the business mind. You know, just
Yeah. Bloody hell, Stacey.
fucking hell, Stacey. You
You had
gotta
the perfect
think-
setup. You had your phone with you. You could have recorded it. But no,
Exactly.
no. She was more worried about being locked out of the house.
Was she actually worried? Was she freaking out?
We're kind of worried because all our windows are too small to fit through. Like, they don't
that's not
open up
good.
enough. So it's pain.
Well, what's the worst? You smash something, I suppose.
Or your hire
Then we
locksmith,
won't be able to
which
fit
is
through
going to
the
be
windows.
your hire locksmith.
Or it was
But
either
that
or
might be
call-
the same sort of
wait,
price as
yeah, call
replacing a window.
locksmith
Yeah.
to wait for her mother to finish work and come down with the spare key. But yeah, I wouldn't be sitting here recording this right now if that was the case.
Well, I mean, in the scheme of things, if you were like, I locked myself out of my house, can't record pleasure today, I probably just would have been laughing so much to not even, like, wouldn't have even cared. Probably would have spent
Would
at
have put
least
the
half
microphone
today's-
on, got you to repeat it over the phone, and then just 30, 40 minutes of you laughing. Yeah.
I don't know what I would have done, but I feel like if I got on here and it was just me and Ash, and it's like, well, Nick's not here, I feel like half the show would have just been jokes at your expense.
Oh,
I don't
more
know.
than likely.
Yeah, could have called you up, seen what happened. Could have been funny. Could have been terrible.
Well, I
Who
had the
cares?
laptop out there. I could have recorded.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was watching Altered Carbon while I was smoking my ham.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How's that going? Are you
Do you
watching that
need
on
to
a
be
laptop?
Yeah. Well, I can't fucking take my TV outside.
No, but it doesn't feel like I haven't started that show yet, but it definitely doesn't seem like a show that's a laptop half-ass watching show.
To be fair, I watched, apart from 2 episodes I watched today, all the other episodes I watched sick in bed on the laptop, so.
Don't you feel? I don't know. I mean, I personally, when people say they're watching stuff on their laptop, it better be like some shit. Like, I will admit, like any CW show, like if you're like I was catching up on Flash or Arrow or something on my laptop, I'd be like, sure, whatever. You know, you're probably not paying attention half the time like I am. Like zone out for 10 to 15 minutes at a time, well, especially in the filler episodes. But these like big budget, like these shows and story heavy shows, and the Netflix originals are all of course shot in 4K and stuff like that now. So not a lot of TV shows are shot in 4K. All Netflix stuff is. So I always make sure to, or actually no, because I've been watching freaking Queer Eye and that's only in HD, and that's a Netflix original. Fucking you fuckers, you fucked me there, didn't you? I was about to say old Netflix stuff's in 4K. It's not. Fuck.
Okay, 2 questions. How closely do you need to be watching your meat to smoke it? Like, are you watching it like the whole time it's smoking, or
No, it pretty much should be left alone. But I'm still.
why are you taking your laptop out? And
Because I'm still not confident enough to just leave it for hours on end. Like I'm still paranoid that the temperatures are going to go all
But if you're
wacky.
watching, if it's hours on end, that's how long it's going to take. Then couldn't you just go inside, watch an episode of something, come out, check it,
I could,
go back inside, watch
but
something?
that would take out of the factor of my neuroses.
yeah, but would you even notice when something's going wrong? Or
Yeah, I've got thermometers and they're hooked up.
It's got thermometers. I just like this like utility belt.
I do.
Nick has.
I've got this. I've got this little like round Bluetooth thing, and it's got like you can plug 4 thermometers into it. I got like an
Jesus.
ambient
yeah,
one.
can't you get that
one
like
goes
connected
into
to
the
your
meat.
phone, and then there's
Yeah.
probably an app that tells you when something's going wrong?
Yeah, it's called Weber Eye Grill.
Not
Download the app
sponsored,
now.
but-
It's kind of useless to you without the thermometers, but download it now. Rate and review the app.
So why
5
aren't you using
stars.
the app?
Hey?
Why aren't you using the app?
Because the Bluetooth cuts out between where it is and
Oh,
inside.
Are you serious? Like, is your laundry like the complete opposite side of your back door or something?
Yeah, well, my lounge room's there and it's out there, so it's quite a few
To
walls
anyone
in
listening
between.
at home, he just pointed to the right and then to the left.
No, it's to the left and the right.
Okay, to the left and the right. You didn't miss much, just simple directions. That didn't help me at all either, much really.
Stacey could have been recording that.
Yeah, Stacey. Fucking hell, Stacey. You just let me down constantly in the background here.
right. Second question: do I need to watch Queer Eye? Because you've been raving about it. I've seen a bunch of other people online raving about it.
Look, I'm going to be honest. I turned on Netflix one day, because I hadn't seen. There is a Twitter storm starting. So somewhere between all the Black Panther tweets, I'm quite happy to see people raving about Queer Eye now, which is good.
Carson Cresley still on it.
No, it's a whole new cast, and I never watched the old one anyway. So I know some people's names, but I never watched it. I turned on Netflix. It's like, you know, the day it was added, the day after.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell is this?
It
I was
come
like, why
like,
the
yeah, come
fuck?
out
I was
of the
like,
blue.
What? Yeah, I was like, when was this announced? Why is this a thing? And then straight away, my mind, because I hate reality TV. We've spoken about this. We did an episode of Pleasure, I believe, where I spoke about how much I fucking hate reality TV. Like the Truman episode. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
I think
that
which
I
is
spoke,
episode 9 or 15, one or the other.
I fucking 9 or 15. You're just like,
Well, it was one I hosted, so it's
it was
got to be one
you
of those.
hosted, yeah.
Actually, it
But
might not
in what-
be.
It was episode
What-
49.
Fucking hell. I'm gonna look as I continue speaking because I can't. You're making me have to follow up on facts. But I'm in that episode. We talk about, of course, like Kardashians, and it's episode 15. We talk about Kardashians and
50.
stuff like that. 15. Jesus Christ. Kardashians, which I fucking hate the Kardashians, and I hate all these shows that are on Australian TV that are reality TV. So I hate The Bachelor, Bachelorette, Survivor, all those fucking cooking shows, the Big Brother when it's on, whatever else, the house makeover ones, the fucking there's a million reality TV shows.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, reality TV is mindless, dumb bullshit that is made to entertain the lowest denominator and brings the value of TV down. And it's been around
But
but so you're like, Dylan, if that's how you feel about reality TV, why did you even bother to to watch an episode because, as we just said, it came out of nowhere, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, why? How is this a thing? Why of all things Netflix could do as their first reality TV show?
Is it?
Why this? Yeah, because they haven't done a reality. This is like a Netflix original reality TV show. They haven't done one before. So with that in mind, I said, well, I'm a big fan of Netflix. They turn out great original content. Maybe with them in charge of a reality TV show, it'll actually be good. Because there are some reality TV shows that I do like Comic Book Man.
Porn stars.
As in, is that not the PAWN or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Duck Dynasty.
Nope.
West
I used
Coast
to watch Big.
Choppers.
I was a fan of Big Brother when like the first couple seasons when it was actually
Yeah.
good, and it was exciting back in the day.
Oh, it was never good.
Yeah. No. Let's see. So I try out Queer Eye. Now, what this show has is a heart that makes it work. Because nearly every episode has hit me with feels of different levels.
I like to
And
feel
it-
things.
Yes. So if you're like, oh, is it just the same as the original? Is it just like 5 like very I don't know what the right word is. Just the
Effeminate.
very like very stereotypical femme gays like running
Flamboyant.
around, flamboyant gays dressing up people and stuff like that. The answer is no. There is one who's very much suits that profile, and then I would say the other 4 are more different. I think they cover a broader spectrum than the original series was very much like, here's just stereotypical. Because that show started like late 90s, early 2000s or something like that.
Yeah, I was still
of
in
course.
school.
Yeah, and of course at that point it's like, I mean, gay culture, whatever you want to call it, is not fully like, it's still...
It was novel at the time.
It was not, yeah. Now it's like, it's fine.
It's just normal.
We still has issues, still overcoming humps, but of course, Australia got gay marriage this year. Other places gay marriage. There's blah, 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 you know, it's late.
Wasn't
It's
that last
more,
year now?
Last year, yes.
Within the last 12 months.
Within the last 12 months. So it's more within our culture. So the show is less about being like fighting for like gay rights than it is just showing the people they go visit and overcoming their own issues. So the first episode has this like 60-year-old dude who's like redneck, like lives home by himself or whatever, and he's like, his daughter like gets him to come in. So straight away they're just like, well, we're just gonna send like 5 gay dudes into the to some redneck's house to go help him out, and this dude's great. There's another episode where they go out to this cop. So then the issue becomes the main story, and the big like heartfelt moment of that issue is when the black guy of the Fab Five is talking to this dude alone in the car, the cop, and they have like a whole conversation about the black guy's like, I wasn't really comfortable coming here. He's like, in fact, I was scared coming to your house today and stuff like that because you're a cop and cops scare me and stuff like that. So that whole episode becomes about that. The one I watched last night, they go help a gay black man who is not out of the closet to everyone. So that the story of that episode is about like them being like, it's okay, like, and they help him come out to his stepmom by the end of the episode, and that's a whole thing because he never came out to, and his biggest regret in life is how his dad died a couple of years earlier, and he never got to come out to his did I say stepdad or dad? He never got to come out to his dad in real life, so he writes this like letter which he reads to his stepmom, but he wrote it to his dad, and he comes out that way. Fucking, that's when I was in bed last night, like, just like, this is fucking breaking my heart's too much. But yeah, so the show, I feel like most people who would read about it would be like, I don't really care. I don't want to watch a show about fashion advice and stuff like that. It's very much not that. It's got that, but the heart of it is the personal relationships and overcoming other things like that. And I think it's great. So
do they surprise whoever's on it? Do they just show up and go, surprise, we're doing this?
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Some of them feel like they're aware of it. Like the last one I watched it was like the wife called in for it, but he was aware that the wife was doing it, but they just show up, and they knew they was going to show up at some point that week, but they just show up randomly, knock on the door, hello. Other ones, it's like a friend or something like that has secretly called in and had them just show up. They're 42-minute episodes, 43-minute episodes. It varies the amount of time. I've been trying to work out, because some episodes it's like we was here for a week, and then some other episodes it's like they were only there for like 3 to 4 days, and then they left. So it's kind of just like, I think however long it takes them to think that they've helped in some fashion,
or got
to
enough
the
footage,
other person, or got enough footage for an episode. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to work out. But yeah, it's really weird how this came out of left field, and it's only 8 episodes. They're all very much them touring around the same area of America. It's currently my just like I felt like binging it, but then I've been savoring it, because it's like if I chuck it on, feel good kind of TV show that I can chuck on and eat dinner with, or something like that.
Is it feel good if you're crying?
Yeah, because it's like happy crying. It's not like you're sad, because you're like they're crying. Like the one last night is that I tweeted out about that hit me in the feels was, it's like they're crying on screen, but because he just came out to his stepmom and all this sort of stuff, but it's like that's not sad, that's happy.
Yeah.
It'd be sad if the stepmom had been like, fucking get out of my life, like you fucking gay, I don't gays in my life, or some shit like that. But no, it was just like it was a happy moment for everyone involved, so it's great. It is funny though, because my Twitter has been a combination of mostly seeing people being like, hey, yeah, no, I finally checked out Queer Eye and I'm glad it's living up to the hype that people have been setting around it. And then the other thing is, hey, I just saw Black Panther and I'm happy that it lived up to the hype that everyone's surrounded with it. Like, these are two very different programs, but everyone's just like getting happy about them. So, Ash.
Yeah.
I haven't asked you. You saw Black Panther
a few hours ago. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I love it as much as you do, but
oh my god, you fucking sons of bitches everywhere.
It's very impressive to look at, and I'm not sure why it's not like 100% clicking with me yet. But I enjoyed it.
Racist, Ash.
Could be. Could be.
I like it so much. I nearly went and saw it again last night. I was about to book a ticket and go watch it again last night. I ended up going to watch Lady Bird instead.
I'm planning to see that tomorrow.
I decided I should put at least a movie or two in between my second screening. But I do feel like it is my highest regard, or my highest compliment at the moment, that I can be like, Black Panther will be the only Marvel movie that I will go watch twice in the cinemas. It's never happened before.
Yeah,
really?
That's how much I
seen
like
one
it.
twice either.
I saw Avengers twice.
Most Marvel movies, I walk out and I'm like, cool. Like I probably don't need to watch that again. And then I watch it on Blu-ray when it comes out, and then that's about it. I think all Marvel movies I've watched twice. Once at cinema, when it came out on DVD or to brand off iTunes or whatever like that, and that's it. I've never watched any more of them twice. Now, this discounts like Fox Marvel stuff. I'm talking
Marvel,
MCU. Mm-hmm. Not Fox stuff. Because Logan I've watched like 3-4 times for a start.
Well, isn't Fox Marvel stuff Disney Marvel stuff now?
It's all the same now.
Well, at the time.
Yeah.
At the time of going. On that note, what are, off the top of your heads, the movies that you can think of that you've gone to the cinema more than once to watch? And why?
The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi.
Same. I saw those twice.
I saw... Actually, no, I didn't see The Last Jedi twice. I only saw that once. No, yeah. So it'd just be The Force Awakens I think that's it.
How many times do you watch Force Awakens?
I saw it 3 times at the movies.
Okay, that's exciting.
That'd be your highest? Would that be your highest ever?
I think that's
3 times?
my only multiple cinema viewing movie
Oh, really?
that
Nice.
I can remember, yeah.
Good job giving all that money to Disney. Fuck
Yeah.
them.
I don't care.
Yeah. No, neither do I. Obviously, I saw Last Jedi and Force Awakens 3-4 times each or something. Ash,
The Dark Knight, The Avengers,
how many? I need numbers.
twice. I've only
twice
seen the
each.
movies twice.
Okay. Just
Avengers, the second Avengers. I think I saw Civil War twice.
Really, you saw Age of Ultron
Yeah,
twice?
that was a poor decision.
Oh
Yeah.
man, really?
Yeah, I'm saving the best one for last. Obviously, Last Jedi and Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Spider-Man this year, Homecoming, I saw twice.
Oh really?
And I saw Avatar in the cinemas twice.
Okay. Well, to be fair, so did I.
Yeah.
I did.
That's
also.
like 6-7 hours of my life I'm never getting back.
Yeah, I am not a fan of that movie at all. However,
Never
I
seen
went
it.
and saw it.
We'll never see it.
I went and watched it twice solely for the 3D.
Yeah.
When that was exciting.
I think you can see it at least once.
I think watching it without the 3D makes
Yeah.
it a very average movie
yeah.
that you don't need to watch.
Well, I'm sure before the next 27 sequels that they're about to make come out, they'll show it in 3D again. So you'll have your chance, Nick.
No, I will not take that chance.
When Avatar came out, I didn't have glasses,
Ooh.
so I could watch 3D movies. When I got glasses, I tried to watch some
You watch
3D,
movies without glasses?
What?
No,
He had
all right eyesight.
I had all right eyesight. I only had to wear the 3D glasses, not my actual glasses. Listeners, I have glasses if you've never seen me in real life.
No, you don't. I can see you right now. You don't have glasses.
Yeah, that's
true.
true, actually. I don't have them on. If I was watching a 3D movie on a cinema screen that was further away, I would need glasses to see it. I watched 3D movies afterwards. I put the 3D glasses on top of my glasses. It works. However, it's not very comfortable, and it feels awkward to do for about 2 hours.
I just think 3D in general isn't that great. It's always blurry to me.
It's not that great. But when it first came out, it was exciting for a hot minute. We was like, oh, there's 3D.
I remember seeing My Bloody Valentine in 3D in Perth.
I watched that too, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great.
No.
It's not great at all. My favorite 3D movie I ever watched is actually a movie that I watched it 3D in the cinemas, and then since it's been out on Blu-ray, I've watched it 4 times probably, just normally, which means it's actually just a good movie, and that's Hugo.
Yeah, Hugo's a good movie.
Really
I think
great
my
movie.
favourite. I bought a 3D. My last TV was a 3D TV, and I went through a period of just buying anything 3D I could. And I think
You're my
my favourite 3D film was Drive Angry.
Oh, really? The Nicolas Cage one?
Yeah.
Or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Goodness. My dad has a 3D TV. Still buys 3D Blu-rays. For Christmas, I got him a couple of 3D Blu-rays because he still is just.
Did you watch them in 3D?
Yep. Still just sits there with the glasses on, watching 3D
weird.
movies. I refuse. I haven't watched anything in 3D on his TV for years, and I've got access to it if I ever wanted to, but I just don't care. Like it was like a 6 month
3D Killzone 3 was alright.
Yeah, I tried that out and I was like, whatever.
And Motorstorm.
Meh. But it was just like a thing that was fun for a while, and then it just wore out for me. It wasn't.
I can't remember the last 3D movie I saw.
I would like to. I would like
The
to
last
find
one
a
for
way
me
to go back.
was The Force Awakens because I bought it by mistake. 3D.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I didn't watch Force Awakens in 3D. It would be something way before that. It would probably be something really random, like The Legends of Ga'Hoole or some Guardians, whatever, something like that. I don't know.
Maybe something animated, like a Pixar movie.
Or
something.
animated, yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been something I watched here, not even in the cinema
Pixels.
on this TV. Was Pixels in 3D?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I think so.
That's horrible. All these Marvel movies still come out in 3D, right? Like Black Panther's in 3D, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? I didn't see any in 3D.
Like, I don't pay any attention now, so I always miss if it does say it's in 3D or not. But I presume that all Marvel movies are in 3D. The only thing that was annoying me about this was, so when I got my 4K TV a couple years ago, I was like, this is what I want. Like 3D is like a fun little gimmicky thing. Watching movies in 4K with HDR, I'm like, this as someone who loves cinema, this is what I need. This is the kind of future technology stuff that I personally need. I remember watching Mad Max Fury Road, and I was losing my fucking marbles at home in front of my TV, just going absolutely crazy because the storm sequence in that with HDR is just like
that would have
this
been
is
cool.
this is the future. Now the thing that
I want
always
to see the blood
annoyed
and
me
chrome
was
version of that.
the blood and chrome. I haven't watched them. Have you watched the black and white one?
No, I haven't.
Okay, never have I, but I want to.
So do I.
Need to buy it though.
We'll watch it together
Oh yeah, I'll just fly around to fucking.
separately.
Okay. The thing that annoyed me about Disney's fascination and love and continuing love for 3D is the fact that they keep putting out all these 3D Blu-rays still, but until Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, they weren't committing to the 4K market at all. And it was really scaring me. Well, not like actually scaring me, but annoying me, scaring me for a while there, just being like, how long is it going to take them to come over to the good side? Because they're still sitting over there, not putting out the Marvel movies, not putting out the Disney movies and all this sort of stuff. Because it's not just the Marvel movies, it's the animated stuff that I want in 4K and stuff like that. And I think Guardians coming out on 4K is a sign that hopefully they'll be switching out and releasing them all on 4K discs as well, and to rent, of course, from now on as well. But for ages, I was like, I can't handle this. Just stop putting out 3D stuff, please. It's not worth it.
No. Funny, I looked it up. Guardians of the Galaxy, the last 3D movie I saw.
What, the first one or second one?
The first one.
Okay.
I think it was because like a special premiere version. Like that's the only reason I saw it in 3D.
They forced you into 3D?
Yeah, and before that, it was Gravity.
I watched
I think
Gravity
was-
in 3D. Gravity was
Yeah.
really good in 3D. And that's another movie where I watched it. So what you get in the cinema in 3D with like the bigger screen, proper surround sound, 3D was fucking awesome. Like it was a cinema experience. That's the kind of movie you needed to be in the cinema to watch. And then when I watched it at home on a smaller TV, not great sound, I was just like, this movie's average. Like it's okay. It's not nothing special. That was very much a
Experience.
you needed the full kit and caboodle to get
Caboodle.
on. Caboodle.
Do you have issues watching 3D with your glasses, Ash?
It's kind of uncomfortable to stick them on, so I try
Yep.
and avoid it as much as possible. So, yeah, that's about it.
It is funny though, because it must be a sign of times. Because the Black Panther screening I went to, which is going to be my last story for this podcast, the Black Panther screening I went to was a 6:30 the Wednesday night, which is the ones they do. Like if the movie's coming
Advanced
out on
screening or
Thursday,
whatever.
they do the pre-screening at 6:30. They used to always be 3D. This one was 2D. So I think that just shows that or at least for my cinema, that the sway on 3D has definitely turned on them to a point. Now,
They're saving money on the glasses as well because nobody returns those.
no, I used to because
Yeah.
I stole so many over a point in time that there was always like 8 pairs in my fucking car.
Do you have because the ones that we have up here are the disposable ones.
Yeah, but they would have a bin. You just like put them back in or whatever.
Yeah.
And they probably
They
like
don't
clean
reuse them.
Well, why not?
Oh no! Hold on, no, it's coming back to me because it's been so long. So there was a bin you could put them in, disposable, just like I don't know, environmental friendlier or something like that. I
Yeah.
don't know. But if you brought your own pair to the cinema, you got $1 off a ticket.
Okay, it was the other way around
Yeah.
where you had to pay an extra, $3 for a pair of glasses.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
so they'd ask you at the counter, it'd be like, I want 3D. The 3D price for a ticket was X amount. I can't remember because it's been a few years. And they'd be like, do you have glasses? Yes, we do. Okay, that's $1 less per ticket. So you'd save $2 if you was going with someone. Not the end of the world. So it wasn't even like a big enough price difference to incentivize you to make sure to bring them, really. Because even if you forgot, it's like, oh, no, not $1, not
Yeah.
$1 extra. Fuck. And that's how I ended up with so many pairs in my car at some stage. Because they'd be in there, but
Yeah, I
just
was
simply
the same.
forget to grab them. Ah, terrible. I've told this story I didn't go on about this on Twitter, which is good because it's quite funny. So my Black Panther screening starts off as thus. Arrived there a bit late with Sam. Going with Sam. And he wants popcorn. Fuck. So now we've got a lineup. They're also doing like they're They're doing like an early bird or whatever screening, special screening, Valentine's Day fucking thing for 50 Shades Freed. So we didn't think this through because I'm used to just rocking up to the cinema, not late, but like late enough that I don't have time to get popcorn because I don't buy popcorn. I just bring a drink and I walk straight up with my pre-bought ticket, scan it, and walk straight in. That's how I roll. That's how I'm always running late to the cinema because I just walk straight in. Sam's like, oh no, Black Panther, got to get a fucking popcorn, big Marvel movie. Oh fucking yeah, we'll go line up. So we line up through the millions of girls and boyfriends being dragged along to fucking 50 Shades Freed or whatever the hell that's called, just to get fucking popcorn. As we're finally walking into the cinema, the movie's about to start. Last trailer's on. Walking down, go to sit in my allocated seat because we have allocated seating. Do you guys have allocated seating?
Yes.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah,
Depends
some
what
do,
chain I go to.
It's my simple rule for allocated seating in my local cinema is thus. If you're at a screening like this where you know that it's going to sell out, just sit where your fucking seat is, okay? Because it's a sold out cinema, sit where your seat is. If you go to a random late night showing of a movie that's like in its last week and there's like 2 other fucking people there, sit wherever the hell you want. It doesn't matter at that stage. That's just like a common sense thing and a courtesy thing or whatever like that.
Etiquette.
And even if there's only 2 other people in the cinema, if someone like says, I brought these tickets, these are my favorite seats, don't argue with them. Just be like, sure, just move for them. Like that's whatever. Allocate seating. So I walk down the aisle, movie's about to start, like the opening fucking thing's starting. So we just go sit down, seat. Oh no, there's 2 people in my seat. Sam's like, can you tell him to move? I'm like, fucking hell. So, hey, you're in my seat. No, we're not. You are. You're in my seat. No, we're not. I pull out the fucking phone, bring up the ticket. E65, whatever the seats were. You're in my seat. Oh, grumble, grumble, grumble. So the guy slowly gets up and he's just standing up and now they're like, where the fuck are our seats? So now they're opening their phones, trying to figure out where their seats are, blah, 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 blah. They're like, can you go find our seats? I don't know where your fucking seat is. And no, you go find your seat. These are ours. I purposely clicked on these because these are where I actually like to sit. My favorite spot to sit is 5 rows from the front back. That's where I sit every time. Every single time. 5 rows from front back.
So 5 rows from the front or 5 rows from the back?
Front. So you look at the screen.
So 5 rows from the front backwards.
Yes.
Oh.
That's how I end up at E. So the very front row, right in front of the screen's A.
Before it even goes to that second platform where it goes up.
We don't have second platforms.
Probably got like a tiny cinema, so...
Yeah, we don't have second platforms.
Oh.
Yeah. Launceston. They're different. Also, Shepparton didn't either, so fuck you.
That's true. Shepparton was like at a 10-degree angle.
Shepparton cinema was actually worse than my cinema. The whole of Shepparton made me feel so much better about Launceston. To be honest, everything,
yep.
Everything. I was like, if I thought I lived in a dumb shit small town, it wasn't until I to Shepparton that my city was basically Melbourne. So then this woman's taken forever. She's like gathering all this stuff and all this shit. I'm standing up against the wall. We're like 10, 20 seconds into the actual movie now. People are talking in that opening scene. I'm like, I'm going to fucking kill someone. And I start mumbling, Sam. I'm just like, if this fucking bitch doesn't get up and move, I'm going to fucking kick her ass. Someone's like walking past me, just starts laughing at me because I'm just like saying this at a point of loudness that I give 0 shits about. They finally get up, they move. Sit down in my seats. Okay, we're here for the movie. Then a minute passes. Well, several minutes pass, actually. 10, 15 minutes. And we get to a scene. Now, this isn't a big... This isn't a... Straight up, this is not a spoiler for Black Panther at all.
Jack,
if you're listening. Or anyone else who's fucking hardcore on spoilers. There's a character, appears on screen, has like a giant like fucking tongue or lip piercing. Like there's heaps of them in the movie, right? But it's like this, African culture thing or whatever. They got giant ring thing. Several characters in the movie have it. There certain tribe characters all have this kind of thing. Now, I never noticed up until this point, but diagonally to the right of where I'm sitting, just off to the side there, I'm joined by Shazza and Darren, as I'd like to describe them.
Stereotypical bogan.
Stereotypical bogan A and
B.
B couple was sitting to side to me. Now, the giant lip piercing or tongue piercing, I'm not actually sure what it was.
It's like a lip
Body
It's like a
modification.
no idea.
Body
Yeah,
modification
that's the
things. I don't find funny because it's not funny. It's not. You just look at it. I don't find it weird. It's not funny to me. It's just a thing. Like I'm just watching a movie. I don't even focus in on it.
Hang on. Do you reckon they hired people who had that, or do you reckon they did like visual effects?
I reckon they just hired people.
Yeah.
Or for some of them because it looked pretty real.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Shazza though, this is the funniest shit she's ever seen in her fucking life. She's pointing at the screen and laughing. Fuck. Here we go. Now, my general rule for telling people off in the cinema is I'll give them at least 1 or 2 passes, depending on how generous I'm feeling at the time. We get further into the movie. They say something else that I overhear at some point. Some of the points I can tell they're talking because I can see them moving, their lips moving, but I can't actually catch it because I'm luckily not sitting right beside them or directly behind them. So it's okay. We get about 3/4 away from the movie. They get their third strike of muttering to each other, laughing about something, and then giving the loudest kiss noises to each other I've fucking heard in my life. And I'm like, well, this is enough. This is the last straw here. We're getting to the serious end of this movie. I need it to wrap up. I need you to shut the fuck up. So, being bogans, they're not little kids. I'm not giving them the tap on the shoulder, shut the fuck up. That's it. That's just too
civilized.
That's just too inciting violence and people who probably want violence. So I go for what I consider the more prim and proper way of shushing someone in the cinema, which is a very direct shh. Does anyone want to guess the response I got from Shazza? Now, just remember, Shazza.
You probably
No
wanted
idea.
to fight you.
Yeah.
Not yet. It is, I get, fucking fuck you suck my cock. I'm like, okay, well, that's all right. But luckily, they shut up at least after that. They just went to muttering them between themselves. I couldn't hear anything. Credits start rolling. They're not staying to watch either of the end credit scenes, believe it or not.
Oh,
I don't
foolish.
even know why that was there. They didn't seem to enjoy the movie. I think they must have won free tickets or found them after they killed their last drug dealer or something. I don't know. Like, the fucking chopper raided it, stole a TV, and some fucking Black Panther premiere tickets or some shit somehow. On the way out, though, they fucking, fuck you fucking cunt, fucking smash you, fucking naked. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Sam's like, wonder if old mate's going to be waiting for you outside. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I just watch superhero movies. Fat fuck, I'll beat the shit out of him. He's like, well, I'm only worried about you. I'm like, well, I wouldn't have told him to shush if I was worried about fucking altercation. So it's going to be fine. The movie, we sit for the end credit scene. We watch the first end credit scene. And then the credits start going before we get to the second one. Now, as we're watching the second set of credit scenes or whatever, the credits continue, I hear the guy who was sitting directly next to Shazza turn around. Him and his 2 friends that sit next to him were in a party with the guy and girl who was sitting beside me. And the guy turns around and he says, oh my God, that fucking bitch wouldn't shut up the whole movie. I could barely pay attention. I'm losing my shit at this point. I in my head, I'm like, how? How could you sit there for 2 fucking hours and A, not say anything to them, but B, not go say something to someone in the cinema? Because I can understand if you're like, hey, they're bogans, like, I'm afraid that if I say something, they're going to just like cause a scene or punch me in the face or, you know, anything like that. I completely understand. But at that point, if that's the rationale in your brain, why aren't you getting up and telling someone if they're fucking talking in your ear the whole time? That is insane. That is nuts to me. Because if that was me, Well, obviously I told them shush eventually. But if I was sitting right next to him and I was like, well, I'm sitting right next to him, like, will they pull out a fucking machete and just stab me? Will they just pull out the beer bottle from
You weren't
breakfast?
Shepparton.
Yeah. Well, they pull out the beer bottle from breakfast and stab me. No, fuck that. I'm going to go get someone and I'm going to get them kicked out. And if they're not going to kick them out, then I'm going to say to the person, well, I would like a ticket for this time at tomorrow for free. Or I'm going to say, well, I'm going to go back in there and shit the fuck up and try and enjoy it. But you can give me a gift card or something. Like, I'm seeking compensation because that shit is not okay at all. Like, at all. That's insane.
I wonder if there's actually stuff in their terms of service for stuff like that.
I don't know, but it's just, there should be laws. Like, there should just be legit laws.
There should be prison time for that sort of stuff.
Oh, man. If nothing pisses me off more than people talking in the cinema. Like, it is one of my biggest, we did that Pet Peeves episode. That was my biggest pet peeve. People talking in the cinema is fucked. It fucking pisses me off something shocking. Now, the cherry on top of this Black Panther story is the people sitting next to me they sit there the entire time. 90% of the cinema's left waiting for the end credits. And I'm like, fucking hell, that's a lot of people for this cinema time, actually. Because usually like 50% leave and there's a small amount left waiting. Okay, maybe, first showing of it, they're all fucking hardcore comic fans or something. Cool. We get to the end credit scene. I'm not going to say what it was, but a character appears on screen who, if you're keeping up with the Marvel movies, it's a character. It's not like strange, random reference to a comic book that you've never heard of or something. It's just like straight up, here is not Captain America, but it's basically like, here's Captain America. Here's someone that you should all know if you've been watching these movies. And I hear beside me, who's that? I'm like, are you fucking serious? They then all pull out their phones, Google it or whatever, and I hear, it's such and such. Now they say the character's code name, to which I hear back, who's that? And then I hear, oh, it's such and such. They say the character's real name. Don't know who it is.
Did they say the character's real name in the scene?
Yeah. Yeah. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this was the cherry on top because I'm like, look, I understand, like, I'm not judging them for not knowing, they might not, I'm not being like bullying non-comic book reading people and stuff like that. I'm just like, are you for fucking real? That is like basically a main character. You don't know who it is. But B, it confused the fuck out of me that you would sit there for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, however long it takes to get to that. And like your knowledge of these movies is so minuscule. Like, you're not paying any attention to them really, but you sat there to the end. You have nothing else going on in your life at all. You got nowhere to be. You don't care. Like, fucking hell. Like, if you waited through those Guardians
What else
of the
was there
Galaxy,
to do in Launceston?
look, there's a pub directly across the road or down the street, or turn left, right, or go forward. There's a pub. Like, I don't know. Go meet up with Shazza and Darren. End of the story is, I walked out of cinema expecting them to be there. They weren't there, so I survived to tell another tale. However, my Black Panther experience was quite an interesting an ordeal.
So hopefully your next screening is a bit smoother.
Yeah, that's a problem with these big screenings. Sometimes you risk it because you just never know who's going to be there. You never know. You go at 12 p.m. on a weekday. It's just you and the fucking grandma and grandpa or something like that.
That's the best.
They're the best ones.
My grandma would be there.
Yeah, well, you fucking. She would if I lived near you.
Yeah,
your granny's my favorite person in the world. Did you tell her? I told you once. You should tell her I'm a fan.
I believe I told her. I'll tell her again. I'm seeing her on Wednesday night.
You got? Oh yeah.
If she ever wants to be on a podcast, talk about movies.
Everyone, make sure to wish Nick a happy birthday on Wednesday as well.
Yeah.
Listen to this on time. You can tweet at Lord N. Prior, happy birthday.
And you can tell me how my next mini review scores are wrong.
Yes. Well,
they're not.
Even if I disagree, I just like them and I just don't say anything.
Why? I love Twitter arguments. Come at me, bro.
No, you can't argue with people. You can't argue with people properly in Twitter. It's the same as like I don't think you can. Like your mini reviews are like dot points to what I think could be expanded into like bigger thoughts. But I've seen so many people this week just try and fit all their thoughts on Black Panther in one tweet, and I'm like, you can't. Like, you can't fit. Or like they do a thread, and it annoys me. Like, you're like 20 tweets in to like doing it. I'm like, just go write something, or just take a screenshot of a
Hit us up at
notepad.
explosionnetwork.com. Oh, and maybe if it's really good, we'll replace Dylan's review with your review.
Sure, it's probably better than mine. I'm not that great.
I'll boil down that to an art form.
Yeah. Anyway, that's been episode 52, the 52 multi-dimensions of pleasure explosions. That was a joke I didn't get to make.
Yeah. Apparently this week they announced there's a 53rd world.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah, and
That's
spoiler
bullshit.
alert for this comic, it's a planet of apes.
Earth 616.
It's a planet of apes.
Yeah. There's like ape Batman, ape Superman.
What the fuck? What comic is it? I'll look this up later. I've missed this news. Ash, where can people follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Ashley Hobley, ASHLEYHOBLEY. It's a thing.
Nick, where can people follow you? That I just said, but say it in your own words, because you'll probably not say the actual Twitter.
At Wakanda.
Jesus Christ. You can follow me on Twitter at Vivaladil, VIVALADIL. You can follow the show Explosion Network on Twitter at Explosion Pod. Make sure to go to iTunes and rate this particular episode 5 stars, because we covered about 20 different subjects, and I'm pretty sure that's a Guinness World Record for a podcast under 2 hours. And if it's not, you know what? Just like many things I get wrong, it's fine. We move on. You can do what you need to do. Go to explosionnetwork.com for all the other shows, podcasts, video shows. There's links to Twitch stuff there. Read my Black Panther review that was just subtly talking about without actually mentioning it. You can do all that. Share those things. That'd be great. Love you and love your family. And don't forget, if you jump into a random black hole somewhere, you might end up at a planet of apes.
This February, check out our YouTube and social channels for video content from RTX Sydney, where everything began for the Explosion Network crew last year. On March 3rd, we'll be running a celebratory Twitch stream to mark year 2 of the network. It'll take place 10 a.m. Sunday morning to midnight and feature the usual shenanigans, but also some exciting announcements about new content coming from the crew in 2018. So make sure you keep that Saturday free. Of course, our weekly shows continue with Pleasure Explosion on Mondays, Platinum Explosion Tuesdays, and Grandstand Gurus Thursdays, each at 12 p.m. Catch our live streams at twitch.tv/Explosion Network, and keep your targets locked on explosionnetwork.com for all our explosive content. Happy birthday, Explosion Network. But more importantly, happy birthday, me.